Welcome back, everybody. The 2 seconds after I ended this last video. We're going to go ahead and hit an Honored's Rest area next. I say area because there's actually a part of it that's kind of weirdly separate from it, I guess, and we're going to have to go down there and deal with that, too. So in general, we want to probably go, I don't know, right here. Set that for our destination at the moment.
Release me. We tricked you! You are as stupid as they say!
Okay, that was actually clever. I wasn't expecting that. There's like a Jeet fighting over there. There is a quest here, apparently. I don't even know what quest this would be for this. Now I'm intrigued. Let's see.
My head. Oh, my head. Hey! Where's my brother? Have you seen Raynor anywhere around here? Oh, that's just great. I fall unconscious for a moment or two and Raynor runs off into the wilderness without me. It was that dwarven power core you got for us in Zithganthars. Raynor had to go and tinker again. That's always how the trouble starts. He decided to rebuild one of those dwarven sphere things. And of course he had to make alterations. Nothing's ever good enough as it is for my brother. The sphere went berserk and knocked me out. And now Raynor's missing. This is bad. Really bad. They could be anywhere. Raynor probably went after the dwarven sphere to keep it from causing more damage. Oh, I know. I think there's a way you can follow the sphere too. Find his latest tinker project and you'll find Raynor, guaranteed. Take this. Raynor has a technical name for it, but I call it a lightning prod. My brother uses it to control dwarven constructs, but it can also be used to track a construct's energy discharge. Look for a place where the sphere expended a lot of energy, like by that burning wreckage over there. Then just take out the lightning prod, and you should get an indication of where the sphere went next. Go ahead and give it a try over there. I'll gather up Raynor's tinkering tools and follow you. Once I catch up, we can help Raynor disable that rolling monstrosity. But don't wait for me. Raynor needs you. Now get going.
Okay. Alright, let's see. This way, I guess. Wasn't actually intentioning. I wasn't expecting to find a quest out here, so may as well do it now.
This isn't good. The sphere's core is deteriorating at an alarming rate. If I don't reach it soon... oh, hello there. Nothing to see here. Feel free to move along. We can catch up later, say, back in Orsinium, over drinks. Kirith? Then the sphere didn't hurt her too badly? Thank the three for that. Wait a moment. Is that the modified energy detection and absorption rod? It is! That's just what we need to repair the sphere. I think Kirith refuses to employ the correct terminology just to annoy me. But I suppose that's what sisters do. No matter, though. She always comes through in the end. Now that we have the rod, we can repair the sphere and set things right. Disable my latest creation? After I went to all this trouble? Why in the world would we do that? It will be a simple enough matter to use the rod to absorb the power core's excess energy. Then the sphere should settle down and behave. Theoretically. When it comes to Dwemer technology, everything is theoretical. But I am an expert on the subject, so my theories are better than most. The faulty power core drove the sphere crazy with excess energy. Once we drain that energy, it will be fine. Exactly. Use the rod to detect the sphere's energy discharge and expose an afterimage. You can follow that directly to the sphere. When you find the sphere, use the rod to drain the excess energy. But don't attack the sphere. That would be bad. Bad, as in really bad. You know what happens if you breach the seal of the power core while you're hacking and bashing at the sphere? Well, immediately unleashing all that energy would rearrange the local landscape in a very explosive fashion. If I know my sister, she's right behind you with my tinkering tools. I'm going to need them to repair the sphere. You go ahead. Once Kirith arrives, we'll follow. Just be careful. There's no telling what the sphere will do in its current condition.
Alright, time to zap the sphere then. Okay, there's the after image. It's way off this way, apparently. We managed to do that without taking any fall damage at all, just by like kind of doing a weird like hop down the way there. That time we took damage though. Excuse me. We still haven't found any sign of that Maelstrom arena. There it goes.
We followed after you as fast as we could. What happened to the sphere? And what's with all these fires? Was anyone hurt? Oh, Mother Morrowind, what have we done? Well, thank the three for that. Raynor still has an insane notion that he can repair the crazed construct. But after seeing this, I'm even more determined to make sure the sphere is destroyed. At least it didn't attack you. You need to use the prod again and find it before it does any more damage to the countryside. Raynor and I will make sure these hunters are all right. It's the least we can do. Then we'll follow after you. Once the sphere is destroyed, I'll feel a lot better. Until then, it's like there's a knot in my chest and someone is pulling it tight.
I'm sure that one more use of the rod will drain the sphere and rectify its frenzied behavior. Then I'll be able to safely repair it. I'm certain everything will work out fine. Well, mostly certain. Anyway, go find that sphere. Nonsense. I'm sure it was nothing more than a misunderstanding. And none of the orcs looked like they were seriously injured. I'm certain the sphere never meant to hurt them. It was just curious. You have an annoying habit of focusing on the negative aspects of a situation. Do you know that? Look, the sphere didn't kill anyone. I think it came here to help. It was just following its nature. When I rebuilt it, I altered it to be my assistant. The perfect helper, as it were. I think it rolled into the camp to help the hunters do, well, whatever it is hunters do. Don't you understand? This is terrific news. Am I speaking too fast? Let me explain this another way. The sphere is doing exactly what I designed it to do. It's working perfectly. Or rather, it would be if I could drain off the excess energy. I think one more use of the rod should do it.
Okay, I guess we'll see. The rig guys go like cross countryside here. You can't even take like the bridges here because there's so many roadside champions about.
You don't have the tusks to understand Malakath's fury. Then listen well and hear of the fury of Malakath. His anguish is endless, and his grudge knows no bounds. Even the unworthy want to bend before the mighty Malakath. Malakath is the god of curses and the betrayed, the protector of the orcs and the provider of the code. For every broken promise, he gives us battle. For every grudge, he gives us blood. You do understand the fury and the anguish. May Malakath's ferocious spirit fill you, making you fearsome and terrifying to friends and foes alike.
Nice. Did I get something from that? Oh yeah, Malakath's blessing. Critical resistance 1%. Okay. Ooh, a merchant.
This one is certain that she
Do I have anything to sell? I don't know. Yeah, okay.
A pox upon me! I didn't think I'd survive to tell my tale to another living soul. I swear this is true. Kinnereth, blind me if I tell a lie. My cart got stuck on that hillock over there, and my guar weren't strong enough to pull it free. I despaired of getting my goods out of this desolate land when it rolled up. Believe me, stranger, I know not what it was. A ball of steel and sparks that unfolded into the shape of a man. I fell back as it set itself to pushing my cart. At first, I thought Zenithar had blessed me, but the cart would not come free. The metal man sparked some more, and my goods caught on fire. My guar burst their harness and ran, and the cart gave way. It shattered. You see the result over there. The metal man paused, curled up into a ball, and rolled off.
Well, it does sound like it's sort of trying to help, actually. It's just not doing a very good job at it, but it's also kind of messed up at the moment, so... Wow, that merchant moves pretty fast, apparently. We are actually getting pretty far here. Like, we're almost, like, halfway from where we were before. Because we were on the extreme west, now we're, like, in the middle of the, area here. At least around here, most of the Draugr are gone for us. Oh, we finally found it. Hang on a second here. Yeah, that's what I figured. Here it is. Well, it's heading off that way.
Look at this little guy. He's not a metal monster, no matter what Kirith may think. He was just drunk on the excess energy the damaged power core was giving off. I'll have him fixed up in no time. Of course! Why would I want to do anything else? With a few minor adjustments, this little sphere will be as good as new. My sister. I suppose she wants to destroy the poor thing. Hit it. That's her solution to every problem. But important research can be dangerous. Real scholars understand and accept that. Just give me the lightning prod and I'll take care of it. I can alter the frequency of the rod to recalibrate the sphere's energy dampeners to better regulate the amount of energy flowing through it. Simple as making a kwame egg omelette. Really.
That stupid sphere rolled right up to my stupid brother like nothing happened. It's like it thinks it's his damn pet or something. A dangerous, demented pet made out of metal and gears, but a pet all the same. Of course I think it needs to be destroyed. Don't you? This time my brother tinkered around with something that was extremely dangerous. We're just lucky nobody was seriously injured by that thing. My brother rarely agrees with me about anything. Why should this time be any different? But the point of the matter is that we need to destroy that construct. If you talk to him, I'm sure you can get him to see the logic in that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna let him keep it this time.
Look at this little... Of course! My sister. Just give me the lightning... Wait! Where are you going? Come back, little construct.
Really? That was your plan? Let my brother fix the homicidal construct? You should have just given a sharp axe to an angry orc. We'd all be a lot safer. No, don't worry about it. This kind of thing happens to us all the time. I'll take care of it. If you hear a loud boom in the distance, it was probably us. But thanks anyway. I'm sure we couldn't have gotten to this point without you.
Let's take a look at this, what we got here, though. Yeah, I think I'll go with that one. It gives a damage shield, so it's kind of interesting. Though with the, okay. Actually, this one is better than what I had, but I think I'll just hold on to this for now and just not worry too much about it. I got a lot of two-handed things here I can get rid of right away, so... I don't know, this Void Steel Mesa Frost is still better than what I have. I guess since it's blue instead of, Oh, this one's actually decent. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Let's see. And we got an axe now instead of a mace, but whatever. Good thing I put us right next to Way Shrine now. Okay, back to where we were before. I guess Great Bay would be the closest one, really. This appears to be the path we want to take. At least I think so. Yeah, okay. A little Orgonian running across the street. Wow, that was a quick, like, little go there, Mr. Archer. Okay, there's supposed to be kind of like a cave in this area. That will lead us to the area that has the relic in it.
Help me, please!
You will join the Voshrock, or you will die.
You've ruined my livelihood. What will I do without my herd?
Going to help out the farmer here, because why not?
Did they have to slaughter the best of my flock?
Is that maybe the entrance over there? I don't know, you have fun, Mr. Shepherd. Yeah, I think this might be. Yeah, okay. Akaberry, sure. I'm basically collecting these and honey just to be able to make some stuff. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Let's go and max that. Craft them. Look at those levels. 9 levels. Nice. Orcs often say they are Malakav's children. My tribe would argue. Reachmen are taught that orcs, ogres, and trolls are merely used by Malakav to test his true chosen race, the people of the Reach. If you ask me, both are wrong. The Lord of Ash and Bone doesn't care for any of us. The worship of him is folly and will be ruin of us all. Take this token, for example, the Vengeful Eye. My tribe searches so frequently for indank tomes. Blood that is spilled needlessly for this meaningless trinket is beyond measure. The feud between the orcs and my tribe has gone on for centuries. Our shamans claim Malakath demands one of us to carry the eye in his name, and the orcs claim it belongs to them. Both sides are blind to the strings that make them dance. This is all we are to Daedra, playthings for their amusement. Their gifts are poisoned. Think otherwise is foolish, yet we live in a world of fools, each thinking they're somehow different, somehow special. We kill and we die for this belief, while the Daedra smile on. Okay, that's why I'm heading here. We have to head a little bit of a ways through here. We could probably just run through it, I think. This is the way. Since I'm not worried about doing anything in here besides getting the relic, I'm not too interested in fighting anything. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. Anybody want to stay and fight? Let's go. These guys do. Okay. Oh, I thought that was something that could be blocked, but I guess not. Okay. Oh no, there's more. Okay. Didn't even see these guys back here. Torque of Bala Blood Tusk. There we go. We still haven't dropped out the one from the old Decinium, so we have to go back there too. I think I'm just going to go ahead and teleport out of here. I have no interest in going through this again. We need to head back up towards the top anyways. Do Honored's Rest, truthfully. Because after that, I think only the Maelstrom Arena is the only thing that's side quest wise left on here. Yeah, the other two. Actually, I think maybe only Paragon's Remembrance is left, because Honor's Rest and Arena Maelstrom, I think, are side things, so. Paragon's, I'm pretty sure, is for the main storyline, so. There's relics there, too. At least one of them. Yeah, smack me if you want. If it makes you feel better. Where am I going? Okay, up here. Oh, I'm a little bit further off, okay. I'm pretty sure I saw like a quest spot here too. Or maybe I didn't, I'm not sure. I'm not seeing anything now. Aha, here it is, okay.
This is a great discovery. Why can't she see that? 10 years. Shirella and I spent 10 years looking for the tomb of Baloth Bloodtusk. Now that we find it, she says it's not his. Our moment of glory. Why would she ruin it? Baloth Bloodtusk was an orc hero, cruelly slain by Gaiden Shinji in a rigged duel, and buried in a tomb lost to time. Lost until now. There should be a day to celebrate orc heritage. Instead, Shirella spouts nonsense. Shirella swears this is Gaiden Shinji's tomb. Orc stone in orc lands, honoring the murderer of Hrothgar's greatest hero? Preposterous. I'll be grateful if you get through to Shirella. I already wrote Orsinium about our findings. Can you imagine if she denies Baloth Bloodtusk's tomb in front of the king's people? I could never live it down. Baloth Bloodtusk was the finest warrior to call Hrothgar home. Some say he was an avatar of Malakath himself. Those people are idiots. The wild boar died, just like anyone else. Don't believe the tales. He didn't wrestle giants, slay dragons, or ride a giant bear. But he carved out a place for my people when orcs were seen as little more than beasts. Had Gaiden Shinji not betrayed him, Daggerfall and Sentinel would be orc cities. 30 years into the siege of Old Orsinium, Gaiden Shinji challenged Baloth Bloodtusk to determine its fate. As the defenders watched the duel, Shinji's order of Diagna slipped inside and opened the city doors. My people were slaughtered, and then it's unclear. According to legend, Baloth Bloodtusk's fury at the honor of men drove Shinji to defeat. But rather than lose a duel, Shinji ordered 10,000 archers to kill them both. And that was that. The story is told in every orc stronghold. No matter the variation, Baloth Bloodtusk always ends up betrayed in his duel with Gaiden Shinji. The few surviving orcs from Old Orsinium had every reason to hate Shinji. Shirella's theory is career-ending madness. Denying the tomb of Baloth Bloodtusk to this king? The Orsinium Guard will have her slowed march to Friendship Gate. How can a Hrothgar scholar find work if she's banished from Hrothgar? Baloth Bloodtusk was the finest warrior to call Hrothgar home. Some say he don't believe the tales. He didn't. I know, foolish, isn't it? It was King Torug who rode the giant bear. Everyone knows that.
Alright, let's find out this mystery. Sounds actually pretty interesting.
I saw you speak with Losrith. I know he's upset, but he's wrong about this tomb. The remains of Gaiden Shinji are inside, not Baloth Bloodtusk. The door to this tomb commemorates Gaiden Shinji's final duel. His image is identical to engravings from that period. There's no question it's him. He respected every opponent he challenged. That's reflected in the depiction of Baloth Bloodtusk, his final opponent. Yes, he's the orc opposite Shinji, which is why this can't be Baloth Bloodtusk's resting place. Though venerated by Hrothgar's orcs, Baloth was little more than an opportunist. Why would an orc mercenary's tomb honor the Redguard who murdered him? We don't know. The door won't open, so it's all theory. But I'll stake my reputation on this being Gaiden Shinji's tomb. I fear the King's people will be overzealous when they realize I'm right. They hold Gaiden Shinji responsible for Old Orsinium's destruction. When they see this is actually Shinji's tomb, at best, Losrith will be banished for his find. At worst, Shinji's bones will be ground to powder, cooked into a pie, and served to the king. The indentations by the door are for burial urns, no doubt some sort of key. If you can open the tomb with the proper urns, I can safeguard Shinji's remains. There are catacombs nearby with similar stonework to this tomb, but they're crawling with Winterborn. Try there. Look for a monument stone of some kind. If you can find them in the catacombs, I'm certain the burial urns will open Gaiden Shinji's tomb. And avoid the Winterborn if you can help it. The greatest hero in an era of heroes. He's remembered for his skill with the blade, but his wisdom defined the future of the Redguard people. Shinji once wrote, "Honor wears the face of your final opponent." It's why Baloth Bloodtusk is connected to him.
We just came from the catacombs too. Okay. At least now we don't have to actually like go and find it. Anything in here? Big pockets as well. We found all sorts of incredible things here. I know you don't like it when I spend all my ink talking about rocks, but they are very interesting rocks. Remember Losrith and Sherlock? The hammer and chisel, inseparable partners. For the first time, they seem at odds with one another. All this tomb we've uncovered. I've stayed out of it, of course. I really don't know which of them is right. It's the strangest thing. An orc tomb with a door that clearly depicts. I've done it again, haven't I, my love? I'll be able to return home within a fortnight. Research will undoubtedly continue here for far longer, but my part's done. Kiss Tilly for me. Tell her to look up at the steed and make a wish for a swift journey on my return. I long to see you both, along with the warm sands of home. I've set a long gold enough to last you both until I return, and a little something extra for you, my dearest. Okay. Thankfully, it's just like right down here, so you don't have to actually really worry about finding it. It was actually a lot easier to find than I thought it was going to be. Looks like somebody's making their way inside. Which having somebody with me is actually going to make this probably a lot faster. In these halls, the warriors find serenity. Upon walls, names carved for eternity, and shall never be forgotten. Ash and bone, here shall they rest. By iron and stone did honor test. It must never be forgotten. Food is treasure greater than jewels, through the gift of the memorial pools. that shall never be forgotten. Drink deep of long-lost memories. Shed light on faded histories. They must never be forgotten. I don't know which way I want to go first. I probably should follow that guy. Is he heading the right way? I think so. Give me that gold. What's this? There's something glowing over there. I think I went the wrong way, maybe. Okay, it's this way. Yeah, I guess that harpy finally gave up. I guess maybe the catacombs are the area wall thing proper for the story. Ever faithful was Tamal, quick of wit and slow to fall, so his friends remember. He swung his blade of peerless grace, a tranquil mask upon his face, as his enemies remember. For Gaiden Shinji's loyal aid, no debt of honor went unpaid, shall everyone remember. Guess we're gonna see some memories. Chain of Memories.
Baloth Bloodtusk has reinforced Orsinium. Our losses to his savage son
should call off the siege.
considerable.
The battle is unjust.
Shinji, Mercedine now commands us. The siege will not end.
Mercedine, the beast of the Reach, is your general?
There's another way. Challenge Baloth to a duel. You could end the siege with a swing of your blade.
The orcs will never agree.
The orcs love Baloth more than their own king. He'll agree. His people have bled enough.
What would your king say? He appointed Mercedine.
King Zhual suggested this. He needs a victory and won't care who delivers it.
Then it shall be. The Order of Diagna will march to Orsinium. Tamal, come speak with me. Do you see how King Zhual forces my hand? If I refuse to challenge Baloth Bloodtusk, the Breton king will demand Lord Tristan do so in my place. My obedience, or my friend's life. This is what kings call leadership. No. I do not slight Lord Tristan. He leads the Knights of the Dragon. His honor and skill with a blade are without question. But Baloth Bloodtusk will see that, and use Tristan's honor against him. The orcs claim him a warrior without equal. Of more importance, so do his opponents. Cunning, quick, and patient. He bides his time, and then strikes. A style that adapts to his opponents. There are few left with skill to match my own, so the duel itself is an honor. After all, doesn't honor wear the face of your next opponent? Ha! You've spent too much time around me, Tamal.
Okay.
The Order of Diadna shall fight beside my Knights of the Dragon. Truly a good day. Wouldn't you agree? Tamal, was it? Am I saying that correctly? Wonderful. I expect we won't be at Orsinium for long. With the Blade Master set to duel Baloth Bloodtusk, we can end the siege before General Mercedine turns it into a bloodbath. The Orc King forced King Joal's hand. By publicly praising the Orc raiders who struck across the Builsay River, King Golkar doomed his city in the mountain. A Daedric zealot, I'm afraid. Every fifth word is Malakath. And that's in his diplomatic entreaties. I hear he's far more tedious in person. A lot of spittle. She is an able commander. She leads the Winterborn, the most accomplished of King Joal's mercenary bands hired from the Reach. At times, it seems General Mercedine is more devout in her worship of Malakath than the Orcs themselves. Her mother Evandine used to lead the Winterborn. During a raid on an Orc village, she showed restraint in merely decimating the populace. Mercedine grew livid when she arrived with reinforcements, challenged her mother on the spot. According to the tale, she said, harvesting 1/10 of the weeds yields a hardier strain of weed. Best to burn the field so its soil can take another crop. Then she killed her mother, cut out her heart, and ate it. Only those of the Reach know the ways of the Reach. But when General Mercedine left the village, the Winterborn rode at her back. All the villagers were so full of arrows, they resembled pine cones. And Evandine's corpse decorated the altar to Malakath. Long ago, I was a mere squire dining in a tavern. In walked Gaiden Shinji with ragged clothes, a simple blade, and empty pockets. I had very little coin, but I knew he was starving. I offered to share my meal in return for a friendly duel. I had no idea it was the Blade Master himself. In those days, I sought to learn from anyone who knew how to wield a blade. He had a way about him, an inherent confidence in movement. I lost, repeatedly. Each time he calmly explained how he had defeated me, then urged me to try again. There was no shame in losing. He was that good. I absorbed every lesson as best I could, yet no duel lasted beyond 3 seconds. We ate and talked. He was... well, he's always been Shinji. Then he left. I never learned his name. Years later, Blade Master Gaiden Shinji spoke in support of my promotion. He said, "The best leader is a constant student." None were more surprised than I.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
It is a true honor to meet the Blade Master and his disciples. I hope to visit the arena one day. My lord promised me leave, as soon as the siege ends.
Meow. Oh, got a Siamese one here. Very nice. Okay, it looks like we're probably going to be learning a bit about the last battle between these two. Got the burial urn here. Let's go find the second one, see what we can learn. Not sure exactly where we're heading here, actually. Not this way, it looks. Can't get through there. Oh, I guess I had to go all the way around, okay. They're getting the upper hand on me. Okay, we made it to the pool. Now we have to see how many have followed us in here. Okay, a couple did apparently. Had no stamina to actually do anything there. Let's see how this thing goes for us now. Or wait, I want to go see what the... Shoot. I didn't read the thing in front.
Sir,
Oh well.
in addition to the king's letter, Lord Tristan wishes to convey his sincere condolences.
I am no knight. Call me savage as you would behind our backs.
I will not, sir. Treat all with honor until proven otherwise, as my Lord Tristan teaches.
Does your Lord Tristan think I'm above killing the messenger? Especially a message such as this.
I do not presume, sir. I deliver the message as my lord requests, and his condolences.
Well, presume yourself a bowl of stew before you run back to your lord. I'll not feed you to my cubs today.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Oracle, we must speak.
We received word that your brother has fallen against my forces at Orsinium. It's a regretful thing, and I know that my grief is sincere. If only he had knelt to a worthy king, he would be feasting and drinking beside you. I know that you will agree that if anyone is to blame for his loss, it is King Glokar. You and your sellsword still have not pledged your might to this false king, and in that you are wise. I hope this recent news sways your swords in the right direction, toward the true villain. My offer stands. King Julie of Daggerfall.
Tomorrow the savage sons march to kill 10,000 Bretons. Before we arrive, King Golkar will crap out another statue of Malakath to line Orsinium's halls. What's a siege without garish celebration? The king can preach orc unity all he wants, but what he means is fealty. For us to bleed out in a dagger fight he started with the Bretons. Us join that losing battle. Not if he paid our weight in alien nose hash. Told him as much last month. It was. Until a few minutes ago. Another king, that Breton king, Joal, just sent me a letter. Told me my fool brother Rokog died to Breton forces at Orsinium. But then, he turned it into a job offer. Fight with me or the same will happen to you. Blah, blah, blah. You're too dumb to notice a subtle threat, so I'll throw it in your face. And now we march. King Joal wants to play at spilling blood. I'll carve him a river from here to Daggerfall. Oracle, you goat diddler. Get some food.
I would thank your master for the stew. It is quite delicious. I serve my Lord Tristan, as you serve Baloth Bloodtusk. But you don't exactly serve him, do you? Oracle, wasn't it? I've noticed. You insult one another, then laugh about it. The savage sons allow him to lead? Is that it? It's not the sort of honor I know, but I can see how he earned your respect. What? No! Mercedine's troops were to blame for... I cannot speak for Lord Tristan or my king, but for myself, this siege should have ended years ago. It pleases none but the crows. Because I serve a lord and obey his commands. Because my lord serves a king and obeys his commands. It is the way of things where I'm from. I've said too much. Thank you for the food. It is an unexpected kindness.
Alright. Doubt there's anybody else like hiding around here somewhere, huh? Got a dog. Yeah, I guess we can leave now. Yeah, I guess this was, Urukal. Killed his chief and left his clan, humbled not by Murr man, undefended orc forever. With oaken shield did he defend, guarding Balth till the end. An old friend forever. But not from nation, coin or king. His brotherhood was everything. Savage son forever. Okay. Alright, so we have both of those. Oh, there's only 2 of them. Okay. So we're gonna have to make a quick run out of here. Yeah, I guess there's not, I think maybe somebody must have cleared this out recently. We'll just make our way out of here. Hello there. No, I'm quite good. I don't need anything. Oh, I thought that was a sky chart for a moment without it was glowing. Suddenly love's just pelting arrows at me.
I said this is the tomb of Gaiden Shinji.
Lozrith, what is this nonsense?
Shirella speaks for herself. This is the tomb of Baloth Bloodtusk. There is no question.
Well, I have a question. Has your partner lost her damn mind?
None of this will matter once we open the tomb.
At which point, Shirella will be proven wrong.
That I can trust my partner to back my findings? Yes, Lozrith is correct.
Orsinium did not send me to mediate a family quarrel. Figure out whose tomb this is, or I'll have the army drive you out.
Did you find the burial urns? Good. Better to open it with the king's advisor present. An official visit means he must record the tomb's contents, even if they have nothing to do with Baloth Bloodtusk. Connected? Well, yes, his duel with Gaiden Shinji, but that was their only connection. I don't understand. Perhaps Shinji defeated him as well. But we can reconcile this after we open the tomb.
I knew this would happen. It's all gone so wrong. The king's advisor arrived sooner than expected. Orsinium isn't usually so punctual. Have you found a way inside? Then by all means, open it up. She'll see Gaiden Shinji has nothing to do with this tomb. Then we can salvage things with Orsinium. What do you mean? You what? Did you see him murder Baloth Bloodtusk? Or conspire with King Zhual to besiege old Orsinium? That's not what I've read. But we can discuss this after the tomb is open.
I'm gonna guess that they're both in here. That's my guess.
It worked. Shirella, you were right.
Yes, Lozrith, I often am.
On a good day, perhaps. Let's continue this inside.
lot of statues in here.
Breath. Lozrith, do you see this?
These monuments, millennia old. Redguard and Orc stonework, side by side.
Not just that. Order of Diagna and Savage Sons intermingled.
Orc stonework never presents enemies in equal standing.
It seems an impossible thing.
Yet we see it before us. There must be more answers within.
That is pretty neat designs. I'm gonna guess my guess is correct.
Don't believe it.
One is clearly Gaiden Shinji, but the other...
Balov Bloodtusk, memorialized in stone.
This is their tomb. Both of them?
They were mortal enemies. How can this be?
There must be a reason. We should look around, learn how this was possible.
I'm in the same room as Balov Bloodtusk and Gaiden Shinji, it seems. There must be an explanation.
Gaiden Shinji's body. It's not displayed as I'd expect it to be. Could it be that he was not Redguard? There are theories, of course. Could this be confirmation?
Another memorial pool. Let's see what's in here. I'm some sort of soldier woman. I'm not an orc. Doesn't look like so.
Go on then. Kill me. At least I took a few of you traitorous bastards down before the end. I saw them killing Knights of the Dragon. Then you really don't know? Who are you? Lord Tristan? The one who devised the duel? It won't solve anything. The duel is a trap, but not because of your lord. General Mercedine plans to betray the Orcs, the Redguards, everyone but the Bretons. How well do you know your own king? Joal isn't fighting for peace or for his people. He's here to conquer. When Orsinium falls, Hammerfell remains. But Gaiden Shinji would lead the defense, so best to kill him off before then. Find them. Warn them if you can. The things General Mercedine did when I was her captive. Call me a coward, but I can't go back there. When you find Baloth, tell him, your brother Rokog says you should eat ashes. He'll know I'm alive. To pull Shinji here, they needed Baloth. My death drew my brother in. Mercedine is cannier than she seems.
Oh, so I'm the woman that was in both of the memories beforehand, I think.
She is the instrument your king chose to enact his plan, and she takes much pleasure in it. She's a vicious woman who revels in blood and death. Says it's in Malakath's name. King Joal's assassins kill Savage Son and Diagna alike. Look around. The proof of your king's treachery is before you. Mercedine received orders. They must have come from Joal. Find the orders for your proof. After you warn my brother. Just before the duel, Mercedine called for her personal forces, her Winterborn. They left and I escaped. Maybe they thought I didn't have the strength to run. Maybe they didn't care.
Alright. Maybe dropping here wasn't the best idea. Very, very weird dreamlike styling. I'll take that gold.
No duel should last longer than it.
What fool said that?
My son, how long
8
have we
minutes.
fought?
What do you say of that?
I shall reconsider the proverb.
You'll have to defeat me to pass it on.
True enough. The best techniques are passed on by the survivors.
That's a good proverb.
I don't know if they're fighting.
Archers, now!
No! General Mercedine, what have you done?
A duel for a city? Pathetic. King Joy Lee wanted victory, and today I deliver it.
Curse you, General Mercedine! To the depths of oblivion, I curse you!
Fool! If you bear them so much love, fall and die beside them.
There goes both of them.
General Mercedine killed them both. She dishonored their duel. Dishonored the truce. My wounds. I cannot face General Mercedine like this. You must confront her in my place. I trust your skill, Commander. Quickly! She cannot escape!
Alright. Now we see that Shinji did not dishonor the duel, though.
Think I'd run from you, Breton dog? I've simply chosen where you die.
There she goes, bleeding out on the floor from the poison. We did it! We killed the traitor! He's gonna be dead by the time we get back, isn't he? No, he's still standing.
Stay your hand, young orc. Too much blood was spilled this day. Enough heroes lost.
Agreed. The duel. Did you see it? Was there a victor?
I saw a willow and a grot oak dancing in the wind. I thought their styles vastly different, until I realized...
Adhere to the style that defeats your opponent. People used to claim it was Shinji's proverb. Always made Baloth crack a smile.
It is done? The Beast of the Reach. Is she dead? Good. The Knights of the Dragon will have no part in King Zhual's treachery. Come, we must collect the bodies. They deserve a better rest than this. It was a mistake to involve the Order in King Zhual's folly. I must atone for that. First, I will honor Shinji's wishes. I won't leave him here for the crows. Gaiden Shinji wished to be buried in the land where he fell, no matter where that might be. Fitting. He never called one place home for long. He also wished to honor his final opponent, whoever that may be. You'd be surprised. I could not miss what Shinji and Baloth tried to do. If his brother does not object, I will see them buried side by side. Today shall be remembered as the day honor came to rest.
They called my brother the Wild Boar. No king ever tamed him, and he fought for his own reasons. But he fought here, for me, for all Orsinium. His sacrifice shouldn't be forgotten.
That does explain how we got to this point.
Did you? What happened? thought I was someplace else for a moment. Someone else. A Breton knight. Whoever built this place, they wanted us to know the truth. Baloth Bloodtusk and Gaiden Shinji tried to end the siege to stop the killing. The only betrayal was King Joal's. It seems Shirella and I were both right. Patch things up with Shirella. We've worked together for years. I won't let this break us. But please don't tell her. It should really come from me. The king will know the truth. This is Baloth Bloodtusk's tomb, and altering any piece of it will mar his legend. The king won't dare touch Gaiden Shinji's remains, especially not once I write Sentinel with the news. Let the kings argue with each other if they must.
All right.
So Gaiden Shinji and Baloth Bloodtusk were pulled into a war neither wanted. They dueled to stop an endless siege. And they died betrayed by the plots of a Breton king? These are not the legends I was raised to believe. Every legend has some truth behind it. Perhaps this tomb will help us find the truth in Gaiden Shinji's legend. And Baloth Bloodtusk as well. He was different than I expected, but I suppose that's the point.
There we go.
I was wondering,
Yes? About what?
now that we've found Baloth Bloodtusk.
And Gaiden Shinji.
Of course, of course. Such a finding would take months to explore.
It could take years.
Years? Do you think? Yes, it could take years.
What are you saying, Lozreth?
Could we, perhaps, well, that is, if you're interested, maybe...
Study this tomb together?
Yes, that is, if you're interested. Are you interested? You're not interested.
On one condition.
Yes? Name it.
Top listing in every journal.
But I thought we'd agreed on alphabetical.
Lozreth, you still can't tell when I'm pulling your tusk?
Oh, so, we continue as we were?
Of course. You can't get rid of me that easily.
Oh, good. That's good.
It's a pretty nice statue set there, too. Okay, guys, that's it for Honored's Rest. It actually wasn't that very long, I think, compared to the usual. Yeah, at this point I think I'm just going to head back to Ostinium and put our 2 relics up, and that'll be it for this video. At this point I need to track down where the Maelstrom Arena is here, 'cause that's the only other side thing, I think. Beyond that, we only have we have the main story left, and then the other public dungeon, and the world bosses, so... The world bosses will probably be the very last thing I do here. We have 2 more relics, I believe, so... Okay, here we go. Hammer of Blast. They still don't want to appear for whatever reason. missing the other one here. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Yeah, that'll be it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So, see you then.